Fuck niggas. Anyway, Shannon Sharpe had to learn the real lesson of masculinity. Here's the real lesson. You guys know what happened to Shannon Sharpe. You know what happened to Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe's grape accuser, Gabrielle Suwanigi, retires from OnlyFans after a $50 million lawsuit is settled and so forth and so on. Okay, Shannon Sharpe is there. You guys know he got sued by Gabrielle Suwanigi, and it cost him his ESPN deal. So he had a rumored $100 million deal on ESPN with some strings attached. All right, there were a lot of strings attached, and there was a lot of political stuff attached to that. It wasn't for free. He wouldn't have pocketed that whole $100 million, and he would have had to do a whole bunch of tap dancing and buck dancing. All right, but a piece of pussy done cost him, and this happens to all of us, guys. She got $20 million allegedly from this lawsuit, and as a result, she retired from OnlyFans. There's the headline there, and life comes at you fast. Now, this isn't the lesson that he learned, all right? But as a result of this, he had to learn the valuable lesson that we're going to play right here, all right? And this is Shannon Sharpe on yesterday's Nightcap show, okay? This is what he says he learned. This is the lesson he learned, and this is what I be trying to tell you, men. I want you to listen to this.
I read a quote many, many years ago. It said, a lesson that's not learned in blood is destined to be repeated. I had a conversation with my brother probably about 2 months ago. And he called me. And I said, well, you know, he knew what was going on because I called him and told him or her the time. And then something else came out. And then something else came out. And then something else came out. And then ESPN came out. He said, Shannon, there's a lesson in here somewhere. For you to be going through what you're going through, there is a lesson. It's on you to figure it out. Yeah. I said, man, I sure wish I would. He said, you know what? He said, no, that's not the plan. He said that if you knew what it was, you would circumvent the lesson.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
He said, no, but you'll figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah. He said, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And people, when y'all see me, I don't want y'all to have the wrong impression. But I'm just very guarded now.
See, let me stop right here. I'm going to stop right here. This is the lesson. It's not that he tricked on the girl. I don't believe he tricked on the girl. I believe he had a relationship with her, and then she ended up making him a trick, and he didn't want to pay, and then he ended up paying. Like I said, all men pay. You thought you was getting it for free. You thought you was handsome, nigga. You thought you had your big dick, all right? And guess what? He fucked her a lot for free, and then she finally made him pay. That's not the lesson. That's the lesson for loser niggas. That's the lesson for one low frequency niggas. You know what the lesson is? You in this bitch by yourself. It's only you. Once you start bleeding and bumping your head, all them fake ass friends, all them niggas gonna go bye-bye. Your family, your support system, they gonna get quiet. Listen to what he learned.
I'm very, very guarded. I was always on alert, but I'm on high alert.
So when they say you're bitter, you're not bitter. You got bumped on the head. You got shot and you bleeding in the street, leaking, and can't nobody help you. This is what I've been telling you. Men aren't bitter because they get divorced. Men get guarded and go, fuck that shit. Because when you was getting divorced, you was out there leaking and bleeding. You was out there dying in the street. You were guarded before, now you're super guarded. So men aren't jaded. They just realize, oh, there's big stakes. This got real. You get a domestic violence, so you never touched a woman, and she dragged your ass. Now you in anger management counseling, and now you can't see your kids. And you're like, oh shit, guess what? Your family members gonna run and hide. Your best friends and your homies, all your crew and your clique, they gone. When they see you struggling and laboring, nobody gonna talk to you. This is the real lesson Shannon's learned. You thought you had friends and all these NFL players were your homies. They came out talking shit about Shannon Sharpe. Ray, what's his name? Ray Lewis. Stephen A. Smith, and so forth and so on. So he said at the beginning, a lesson that's not learned in blood will be repeated. He had to get bloodied up. And some of you men got to get a busted nose. Some of y'all niggas got to get your jaw broken. Some of y'all niggas got to crack your head on the concrete. Some of y'all I can only tell you so much. But you think you got it figured out. I got friends and I'm social and I'm outside. Let some shit happen. All them friends going to be gone. Even your family members are going to flee. And as a man, you're only out here by yourself. So you got to live for yourself. Free agent lifestyle. This sounds like a message for the free agent lifestyle. All right, fuck these friends. Fuck these niggas that's outside with me. Fuck these niggas we smoke weed with and go to the club with. Fuck all these niggas, man. Because when shit hits the fan, you only out here by your goddamn self. That's the lesson. And you had to learn that through possibly a woman. Divorce, domestic violence. You got kicked out of the house. You got a false allegation. You got a real allegation. You thought these women loved you and they took your ass to the cleaners. You hear him? He learning. I thought it was because I was rich and these women liked me. Nope. These women were being parasitic against you and you found the right one. And she cleaned your ass out. Got you out here working on YouTube for free.
Because I really don't know who I can really trust. Because what I've seen over the last 6 months, there are very few people that you can actually trust.
Yeah.
What I say, don't trust anybody. See, people that want you to trust people are snakes. Fuck trusting people, man. Prove that I can trust you. Anytime you tell a person, prove that I can trust you, inevitably they'll run. They'll run. They'll run. Because why? They're not there for the right reasons. You got to earn that trust.
Come on now.
Yeah. Very, very, very few.
Man.
And there are people that said some things, and it's gotten back to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And you remember we had this conversation, Ocho, about being down, and then people feel like they can pile on.
Yeah.
But I'm just very I'm very matter of fact. I'm very, hey, how you doing? It's nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going about. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going about my business. Exactly. I'm going about my business.
I'm on my way because I don't want people. Yeah, I had a conversation and Jeff, because if you stay too long, Ocho, the more people, and this is what I had to learn, and somebody told me this. They say, Shannon,
has the modern dating landscape confused you? Have many of the standards that you heard you're kind of tired of hearing about, and you're wondering, what does it all mean? Well, look no further. Join us talking about the monetized dating marketplace right now on Locals, and it is CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can create a free account to join the conversation between the Coach Gang members, but also on Sunday, we do a live stream demonstrating all aspects of the monetized dating marketplace, and coming soon in 2025, you're going to have access to a sample of the monetized dating marketplace course where you can get information related to how to participate in the monetized dating marketplace and or how to understand it, so you're not out here spinning your wheels trying to figure out how you're going to best deal with the monetized dating marketplace. Listen, everything and every aspect of dating is monetized. We just want to relieve the frustration that you might have about it. So the best way to do it is make a free account right there on Locals, CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can get access to those live streams, but create a free account. Just join the conversation. I am the only one covering this conversation from this point of view. And yes, I am ahead of my time. Get ahead of the information before you're priced out.
the more people you become involved with, the more stories there is to be told.
Ooh, way. The more people you become involved with, the more stories had to be told. Coach, why don't you collab with this person? Why don't you collab with this person? It's not necessary. I can do this by myself. I don't need to be homies with them and be seen on their channel and all that shit. Because once you see them in behind the scenes, they just gonna tell stories about you. Them ain't your homies. Them ain't none of my friends. These are people that we associate with. I associate with you. If I don't associate with you, it is what it is, nigga. I've been on this for a long time trying to guide you into this. None of them red pill niggas are my friends, bro. They cool people, mo. Some cool, some I don't give a fuck about. But just because you want to collab, don't mean you the homie. Right? Don't mean you like me, and don't mean that you ain't going to do no negative shit on me and put out some negative shit or attack me while I show up at the show. Right? Okay? Same thing in your life. Just because you got a lot of people around you, that's negative. That's more people to tell and spread lies on you and stab you in the back. So he thought he had all these Hall of Famers and all these NFL people. Them the first niggas to stab him in the back. Ray Lewis. And not only that, they watched them hang from a tree. Oh, Shaquille O'Neal. They preyed on his downfall. People was trying to take his place. They were trying to take his place. All right, good. We hope this nigga fall. All right, he gonna talk about that in a minute.
Circle got to be crazy small.
Circle got to be small. So when they tell you, you ain't got no friends, bro, when you grow older as a man, you don't need all them friends. You need one or two, maybe, cool individuals, and you can win in life. All these niggas, I got 25 homies and 5,000 Facebook friends. Them niggas ain't your friends. Keep your circle small. Keep the information about you known negatively or positively between you and maybe somebody else, but you don't even need them to know. You don't need to know them. Okay?
The more people you're involved with, Shannon, the more stories there are to be told. Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, he had to learn that. I thought they was my homies.
I like that.
I thought I was handsome. Nope.
I didn't know.
Yep.
What was going to happen. I appreciate you, Ocho, because you're like, hey, when you text me, Unc, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Whatever we got to go through, we going through it. You ain't by yourself.
Hey, till the wheels fall the fuck off.
So now Shannon knows who was loyal. Ocho Cinco, Joe Johnson, that's on there. All right, Ocho stayed down. So he knew he had at least Chad Johnson. Pause. Okay. But other than that, everybody else had to go. And he had Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson took a shot by being on it because he came on at when all the bullshit was going left, and he stayed. So he knows he got at least those two.
Shit, you gave me opportunity.
There are so many people, Ocho and Joe,
where I'm going,
that used to call, that used to text.
Yeah.
I ain't heard from them since this happened.
Oops. See? Guys, you're going to figure this out as you get older. My grandfather used to say, keep living. My grandfather used to say, keep living. All that shit that you think you know when you're young, just keep living. You're going to get that reality smack. So he started losing sponsors. Chad and Joe stayed. Gilbert Arenas, I thought he was a part of the show. He didn't stay. He got his own shit going on. He took his spot. Cam Newton, where they at? All them friends gone. Eric quiet. They calling. Hey, can I be on your show? Can I collab? Soon as it got real, no more phone calls. Soon as you go into jail, R. Kelly said nobody visits him in jail. Yeah, nigga, you got a life sentence for being a pedophile. Nobody wants to talk to you no more. You're going to go in there, die, and rot. And they hope you die. So that they don't feel guilty about not going to see your ass. Look at his face. Yep. No more calls. You don't have to call.
But that's all right, though. That's all right, though.
And he feeling a certain way about this, man. This is really hurting him because he had to realize this. I realized this a while ago. This is why I don't be quick to be cool with niggas. I be like, yeah, nigga, yeah, we cool. Yeah, cool. I ain't quick to jump on another dude's show for YouTube. I ain't quick to be out here partying with other motherfuckers. All right, fuck that shit, bro. That's nice and cool. That shit ain't gonna make me. It'll break me before it makes me. I'll just stay over here. Or I'll just stay over here, nigga. And them niggas gonna be the first ones gossiping about your ass. Praying and praying on your downfall. Stabbing you in the back. Fuck them niggas, man. And fuck them hoe assholes. Okay?
Man, please.
Yeah, keep it moving, baby. Maybe this is what I don't wish this on anybody.
Yep.
But what it did do,
what?
Is it really showed me who's really, really there.
Shit. Come on, man. Come on. And look, you have to learn that through some pussy. Oh, that's another lesson. It took you to fail with a woman to learn this other shit. See, if he didn't fail with Gabby, he would have had these fake friends praying and praying on his downfall, acting all cool and shit, and he never would have found out. but he had to fail with a woman. Same thing. You get a divorce. You fail with a woman. You see who your friends are. You get a divorce from your wife. They're going to throw your ass to the side. Don't think they're going to support you. No system is going to support you when your wife divorced your monkey ass. They're going to call you a name and tell you to pay your child support and support your family and take that fucking L. You're going to find out. Oh, man, I'm going to just recover from my divorce. No, you ain't. You're going to get drugged. And you're going to be out there fighting for your life. And then when you make it out, because they sent all the assassins to you and your friends turn their back and you climb up the hill with the motherfucking Thanos rings and the sword and the shield, and they wonder why you start coming for their fucking neck or you ain't answering their calls when you get up and you start writing better, all right, they're going to look like, damn, he's alive. We left him for dead. That's what they did to Shannon. They left him for dead. They hoped he lost his $100 million. The motherfuckers out there was making videos and talking shit. And then he climbing back out of here and he like, okay, all right, he's alive. And he coming back with a vengeance. But it takes you sometimes. You're going to learn it through pussy. You're going to learn it through pussy. Unfortunately, that's where men fail. And our egos wrapped up in the women, and women give us a reality check.
Right. There are a lot of people on the peripheral. When things were going well, we're at the apex and getting invited to everything.
Yeah.
I'm talking about ain't called. Ain't called.
Men don't have friends, y'all. Men have associates. They have people that they lead. They have people that work for them. Men don't have friends. All right. And sometimes women don't understand this. They'll say you're a loser because you don't got 25 friends. Well, bitch, you ain't got a real friend either. You just got 25 fake snake bitches around you. That's all. Just because you got a birthday party with 50 bitches there that you think like you, they hate your fucking guts. All right. So having a lot of people around you mean nothing. It means nothing. You'll learn this. Keep growing. Keep getting older. Because some motherfuckers ain't going to support you. You only got one or two real people. Just don't. I roll deep. Go broke. You ain't going to roll deep no more. Period.
And I'm talking about, we were talking once a month, twice a month.
Right. We're going to come back.
But I see.
Yeah, and you know, I think about too, Unc and Joe. You had to think about, you know, Unc, what you had to go through. You know, I've been in the eye of that storm too now.
Mm-hmm.
Big time in front of the world.
Yeah.
So I had to take my licks. I had to
You
take
gotta,
my
you
warning.
gotta.
And I had, hey, Joe, what them calls stop.
Yep.
Ain't heard from nobody. My circle was always small, so my same circle was right there, you know, to lift me up. But I already knew I was finna sit for a minute.
Yeah.
For a long time, Joe. It was quiet for maybe 6 years.
6 years. So whatever he was going through. And look, when you're doing this, doesn't mean you have to be by yourself. You can still be around men, gentlemen, a small group of people, and or people that do business with you. We can do business. This is why people want to jump on and do a collab. Nigga, bro, I'm talking for 5 hours. Why the fuck, bro? Let's do business. Now, when you start saying let's do business, guess what? They run. Okay, you don't want to do business, nigga. You were just trying to use me. Okay, I see what it is. I see what it is. Okay, people don't want to do business. Niggas just want to sit around and talk like it's a barbershop. Like I got time to waste. This is a big lesson. And look at Shannon. He's humbled by this lesson, and it took him many years because he's always been popular. He thought he was popular and famous, but that phone stopped ringing real fast, nigga.
Yeah.
Well, you know how long 6 years is?
Hell
Ain't
yeah.
nothing coming. No, nothing. You just, and then here we go. You give me an opportunity, you know, while everything is back going, motion is going good.
Yeah.
And then you think I had a nerve to jump ship just because you going through what I had to go through years ago. What the fuck I'm going? I know it. I know what it's like.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the chat. Everybody say Stephen A. No, I will say this. Stephen A. has called me and been there every step of the way.